Hello and welcome to another episode of the Starcraft Mastery Achievement Guide. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving and you're ready to make some progress on the meta, because today we're going to look at Purity of Purpose. This is one of the last missions in the epilogue, and what's cool about this one is that you actually get to play Terran, which at first was a little alarming since the last time you played Terran was back in Wings of Liberty. In this mission, Kerrigan offers herself for the sake of the prophecy to become a Xel'Naga, and while she's going Super Saiyan, you have to protect her with the help of Artanis and Zagara. Well, maybe help actually isn't the right word, because what you're actually doing is babysitting them. The catch for the achievement is that you're not allowed to kill 15 or more units with your Celestial Beam while she's charging up. So, if you're having troubles, don't feel bad if you need to spam saves. It's okay to reload.
I need to focus.
Alright, so let's get to it. The beginning is probably the most crucial phase of the mission, because if you don't do the proper setup, then you're going to lose an ally, or worse, a section of your defenses. There's a few ways you can approach your build, but I found the easiest to be a mixture of Banshees, Vikings, and a few Science Vessels mixed in for heals. Early on, send a couple Marines around the map to pick up the loose minerals and gas. You'll need this to jumpstart your economy pretty quickly for a heavy mech build, and it's also pretty important to ditch the bunkers in the natural and next to Kerrigan. Those aren't going to be used that much until later on in the mission, or not at all even, so the extra resources help a lot. If you don't know how to demo them, just select the bunker and hit V. After that, start up the second refinery in the main and lay command center down the natural while you continue SCV production. Then, throw down a reactor on the starport, start an armory, and load the bunker up north with the Marines and Marauder that you already have available. After all this, build the refineries in the natural to get that gas income flowing.
What the hell was that?
Amon is sending his minions against us, but I can use this power.
Since the objective is to have no more than 14 kills with Celestial Beam, it means that a few kills during the mission is totally cool. The first wave will start gathering in the north, and as a buffer, use Kerrigan's Laser Beam of Doom on the Thor. That'll help make the first wave a bit more manageable and cost efficient for repairs. Also, don't forget about your supply depots. It's really easy to lose track of your food count, so try to remember or you'll fall behind, especially in the early game since you're spamming a lot of different units. In my playthrough, I built a second bunker up north and stuck a couple SCVs up there for repairs. It kept it a little bit more sustainable so I didn't have to babysit it too much, other than having to pop stim for my bros in the bunkers every now and then. If you're going to follow this approach, only invest enough to have 2 bunkers full of Marines. The trick is to do this while building Banshees so you can get down to Zagara's base and help her after the second wave. It's critical at this point to keep Banshees coming as much as possible while also managing your SCV and Marine production. At this point too, you should also start the weapon upgrade for vehicles at the armory and continue them through the mission so your fleet will survive. Try and find some time to throw down another starport and reactor as well. The mass production near the end is going to be incredibly helpful.
Can do.
After protecting Zag, get down to Artanis' base quickly. Artanis likes to rush out on his own and solo Amon's forces, so back him up without sacrificing any of your Banshees. Don't forget about Cloak too, because you can set on top of Hydras and shoot them for free.
I got this.
While you're helping Artanis out, more waves will be hitting you from up north. Just keep SCVs up for repair and you shouldn't have any issues. However, if any of your bunkers have been destroyed, just rebuild them with a new set of Marines. By now you should have around 5 or 6 Banshees. If you don't, that's okay, but it is important to start focusing on Vikings. The second wave that hits Artanis actually has battle cruisers, and Artanis will get wrecked without the air support since he's not smart enough to build some of his own.
SCV ready. Ready to plunder.
I got
Transformation system.
Void Thrashers will continue to pop up annoyingly through the mission. It's totally okay for you to nuke them with Kerrigan, plus the laser beam looks really damn cool.
Ready to plunder. SCV ready.
Once you hit Artanis' second wave, if you still have both of your allies and you haven't lost a significant amount of your army, you're pretty much set for the rest of the mission. As you continue production with a saturated main and natural, your income will basically stockpile. So with that stockpile, build command centers and upgrade them to planetary fortresses. Yes, planetary fortresses. Start your natural first, and then just basically build them wherever you can fit them. Don't sacrifice your army's production though. You still need to continue ramping up to your 200 out of 200.
Loud and clear.
Ah! You scared me! Can't hold him alone.
Eventually, Amon's going to start throwing all of his forces at both Artanis and Zagara at the same time. This means the possibility of one of your allies being overrun is pretty high. If you don't want to split your forces, that's totally okay. I just let Artanis die off and continue to build planetary fortresses around Gary. Surprisingly enough, they actually hold up pretty well. Just having that small buffer of time to get your army moved into position is crucial, and that can actually win you the mission. As you can see in my playthrough, shit hit the fan pretty quick near the end, so I just kept my army floating around Carrion and my command centers. It wasn't ideal, but it seemed to work. Just keep replenishing your Banshees and hold out as long as you can.
Base is under attack.
Engine screaming.
Remember,
And that is it. I really hope this guide helped you guys out. It's insanely fun and one of the more challenging achievements that I've seen on the game. Like always, if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up and a sub. It's really appreciated. Until the next video, and Taro Adu.